Have you ever played a piano? You might have noticed there are pedals down there, one to shorten and one to elongate the sustain. This is a really cool effect, a mechanical one that I always wished would also exist for other instruments. And guess what? It's the 21st century. Here it is. Let's check it out. Hi everyone! If you're a regular, welcome back, and if you're new here, also welcome. My name is Gregor Fries and today I'm accompanied by my friend Phil Rehm playing this fascinating creation, the Blast Pedal by Game Changer Audio. This represents the sustain pedal you find on every piano. Traditionally it lifts a bar of the strings, allowing them to vibrate freely, which creates a longer sustain. This has the same effect and I love that they made it look exactly like one of those. But, and this is a big but, if you know a thing or two about Game Changer pedals, you can already guess that this is infinitely more versatile. But let's start with the basics. The easiest thing you can do with this pedal is something like this. The Blast Pedal is a digital design that records everything you're doing all the time. There's an algorithm that cuts the initial attack moment that appears as you hit the strings and then only sustains the second part, the pure sound of the note or chord you're playing. That means there are no weird sound artifacts, only the good stuff. Game Changer calls this real-time auto sampling, and for them that means each sustained part retains exactly the character of your bass and faithfully reflects the dynamics of your current playing style. This might sound a bit technical. What's more interesting to me is how reactive this pedal is. Depending on when you hit the pedal after you played your note, it reacts differently, and same happens with how you actually press it down. Tapping it slightly leads to other results than pressing it all the way down, and that's also where these controls start to play a role. And that's not even enough. The Blast Pedal features an FX loop that allows you to connect other pedals that will only affect the sustained note. So let's try this with the octave upsetting of the Boss OC5. Now let's talk about these controls. We have 4 of them on top of the pedal and 2 more switches on the side. Blend controls how much the sustain signal is mixed with your direct sound. Rise underneath sets how long you want the pedal to take to fade in a new layer. I say new layer because the pedal can play different layers at the same time. Tail controls the exact opposite. It sets the speed for the pedal to fade out after you took your foot off. Turn it to the left and the effect stops immediately. The 12 o'clock position gives you a gradually declining sustain, and all to the right it results in an infinite loop for those special once in a while late night sessions. Now let's hear one of those layered examples where you can create beautiful chords by sustaining individual notes after each other. That's so damn cool. It really opens up a new way to play things and to sound like no one else. But back to the controls, we are not done yet. Let's start with the simple stuff, like there's a foot switch that you can connect to the parallel clean output. If you're using this system with 2 amps or 2 channels on your interface, you can have one play the dry and one the effect signal. With this foot switch you can mute the direct signal for dramatic effects, I guess. Never mind how we used this in the last sound sample. The way we connected it, it did absolutely nothing. Yeah, we're professionals. Now we have to move on to the side where we have two switches. First comes single mode and group mode. Single mode sustains one note or chord, and group mode is basically what you just heard in the multi-layered chord sample. The split and mix switch controls the output. You can either have it all on the main output or split the signal to the dry and the wet out. And now finally the sustain control. This decides how the pedal reacts to pressing it down shortly or longer, and this is also affected with what you set on the single or group mode switch. The pedal comes with an extensive manual, but there's also a quick start guide on the pedal itself, which I find cool and hilarious at the same time. If you don't like it for aesthetic reasons, I guess with enough willpower you can take it off. I mean, what a pedal. I think I've mentioned most of the things it can do. There's definitely more, but these are the things that I think you need to know. Victor Wooten bought one, if that helps to make a decision. This is clearly not for everyone, but for those who love to experiment with unusual sounds will have already fallen in love with it a minute into the video. Game Changer once again proved that their name is their program. They changed the game. Nothing like this exists out there. Of course there's the Electro Harmonix Freeze pedal, but come on. This here exists on a whole different level. If you want to check it out, I put some links to the Game Changer website and some dealers we're working with in the video description below. And if you want to burn some time, here's a link to another Game Changer video we just recently did about the Bixby pedal. Also really cool, you might want to check this out as well. Bye bye!
Bass Bro.